Millions of human beings use Airbnb while traveling, but its popular occasionally puts it at prospect in original inhabitants. So, how do brief-term feastlets vary influence a neighborhood? In the 10 years with it was startup, on the internet household rent plate Airbnb has accumulated millions of rooms world. Such issues come back, time Airbnb opening up several neighborhoods to more than tourists, it has occasionally proven unloved in current residents. Several terror characteristic owners are switch of length-term tenancies to brief-term rentals, that can be more than profitable. The aim is defending our affordable habitation stockpile for the millions of New Yorkers who could not dwell there out of heat, says New York Town Justice term Carlina Reaver. Source: Airbnb, Amsterdam Town Justice, by the Government of the Balearic Islands, Reuters. The New York Times and Time Airbnb represents just a diminutive % of all habitation units in any taking into account town. It can present a really significant % in specific neighborhoods, such as in Barcelona's Old City. The research interviewed 42 regional residents, 40 of whom allocated issues of movement, consisting, the Los Angeles research specified how, in 2014, nearly part of Airbnb listings were clustered in 7 neighborhoods, wherever rents enlarged a tertiary more than rapidly rather than the town ordinary. The broad U.S. research offered a 10% growth in Airbnb listings led to a % growth in rents and a % growth in building prices. Lot factors influence habitation markets. And the writer of the Los Angeles paper offered the increase of Airbnb could be as lot a outcome as a reason of broad availability problems. But the paper as well suggests how Airbnb profits of illicit rentals, how reason lease increases, bring the habitation delivery, and intensify segregationist towards of availability concerns. Several worry about how a fast extension of brief-term lets can change in regions' ambience. Human beings were largest concerned on the feeling of society creature corrupt, in the mentioned more than rather than 2 times as often as characteristic values and availability. The item is change the feeling of location of the neighborhood. He's changed the sense of it, in nearly a spinning doorway of strangers, one inhabitant told. Several, as well terror, feast, let's add to problems of above tourism. Barcelona and Venice, for sample, every get more than rather than 30 millionth visitors a year, guideline to strong discussion on the ensuing consequences. But Airbnb and some brief-term letting sites can propose favorable experiences for both of guests and hosts. Hosts get the opportunity to encounter human beings of about the planet, time making additional cash. As for the broad society, Airbnb can assist contain more than tourists and driving new customers to business community in mainly housing areas. For its portion, Airbnb argues how it helps to enliven travel by promotion areas how requirement visitors the largest and reduction overpopulation in visitor hotspots. It says the cash obtained of host on its plate delivers economical and public benefits for families, communities, and governments. Time the journey and travel industries go on to increase more rapid rather than largest of the otherwise of the economics. It is crucial how residents and communities are use of frequently recording numbers of visitors to their cities, an Airbnb member told. The business added how it treated in governments about the planet on precise rules to provide how hosts and guests can use the plate in trust and confidence. The fast extension of brief-term producing companies, as in drones and driverless cars, is a comparatively sudden event challenging governments to reconsider current regulatory. Airbnb urged to army 1 trillion guests every year by 2028. The scope of its vanity tool regulating battles are potential to go on for the predictable next, as more than places try to form and monitoring its effect. We may see more than of the stringent crackdowns how include happened in places such as Japan, Barcelona, and Palm. Though jurisdictions selecting a more than reconciliatory attitude may yet limit specific types of listings and need several information dividing on rent operation. They may put the brakes on the business's increased goal, but it could as well assist formalize and legitimize the present of Airbnb as a constant device in neighborhoods about the planet. On the chunk editable by Eleanor Laurie.